Hey YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, story time. And yeah, I'm just going to be sharing a story while getting ready and doing my makeup.
Getting ready for absolutely nothing.
But yeah, I just hope that you enjoy the story time, and I also found it fitting because we're going through a lot as women in South Africa. Just hope that it'll bring about awareness. Someone will see it and, you know, I don't know, it'll plant a seed. And I think that's what I just want to do. I think sometimes we think that if it's verbal, you know, it's not necessarily like harassment. So I'm just grateful for the gift of life. I'm thankful that, you know, I'm still living today, and I just wanted to share the story. Yeah, so please subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Please subscribe and just hit like, and yeah, I'll just keep coming with more YouTube videos. So because it's a story time, I would really love to not go into detail. I'll list all the products in the description box. I started running in June, and then yeah, sometime in July, as we're busy running, you know, because there's construction also next to my place, you know, there's just always guys like saying hey, you know, and just you learn to like just ignore. Like I just wear my mask, my band, cover my ears, pretend like I can't hear a thing, and just keep it moving, you know, just for the sake of peace. But then on this other day, as I was running, I saw a guy, you know, in black, standing with a security guard at some office park that I pass as I run. And basically, as they were standing there, he greeted me, you know. I'm going to be using my Candid foundation in the shade 530. It's called 530 Pecan, yeah. So fine, as I'm running there, I mean, I see that guy, you know, he also starts greeting me and things like that, you know. I don't necessarily greet back, so I just pretend like I didn't hear them. I think 2 kilometers in, this guy follows me, right? And in my mind, I'm not thinking that, I mean, he will go to that extent to follow me. Like usually sometimes some guys will just let it go. So as I'm running, I think about 2 kilometers into my run, like as I'm turning back, I see this car, black Pajero looking, like, I think it's a Fortuner. It's a Fortuner model. This guy basically comes out of the car, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, it's you. Like, why did you follow me? You know, creeped out. And I'm just like, why did you follow me? And then he's like, no, man, I really wanted to show you how serious I am, you know? And in my mind, I'm like, does it really make it okay for people to just like follow other people? Isn't it like the most creepiest thing? I'm just like shook. I'm just like, wow, unbelievable. I saw you there at the entrance at the office park. I can't believe you followed me, you know. And it's like, no man, sorry about that. I just really wanted your number. Ever so casual, you know. But you know it's not okay, right? And it's like, yeah, but you know, I'll stop harassing you. Like I'll leave you alone. Can I just get your number? You know, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to show you that I'm really interested. Very charming, like very, you know, calm, casual, gentle man, you know, and his approach is very gentle as well. Nothing threatening, nothing like that. So I reply in a kind manner and I say, check, you know what, no, I'm not interested in giving you my number. And he says, I promise you I will leave you to have your peaceful run, you know. And in my mind, I'm like, but I already said no. Like, I'm saying no, you know. I'm saying no. And then he's like, please, what can I do to get your number? I can do anything you want me to do. And I'm like, I don't want you to do anything. Just leave me alone. Fine. This guy, he keeps pestering and pestering and pestering. And then I just end up giving him my number, you know? And I'll tell you why in a bit, why I ended up giving him my number. My friend is actually running in front of me, you know, and she actually didn't really notice all of this happen. So she was so shocked when I told her that literally I was behind you. Like, I was so near. I was not even a kilometer away from my friend. I was so near. And these guys, you know, just wanted to continue and just it was just so frustrating. I just end up giving him my number and I'm just like, you know what, whatever, no, whatever. And then he goes away, fine, right? And then he actually has the audacity, you know, to call me after me, like when I kept saying no, he calls me later on during the day, like at about like ordinary lunchtime, like say one, saying, hey, it's me from earlier, what, and I said to him, you know what, I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind, you know what, I'm just busy right now, but you know what, I will personally call you and I want to give you a piece of my mind, because I wanted to basically like tell him where to get off, you know, and just be like, you cannot like be forcing me to give you my number. So the next day, this guy, I'm passing again, he's timed me now, like he's timed me because he kind of has an idea of, also these are your times, like, okay, you run between 4 and 5, okay, cool, sure. And then he's standing there with the security guard, and then he says to me, hi again, you never answered my calls yesterday. And I said to him, just leave me alone. And then I continue to run. When I come back from my run, guess what? He's waiting for me at the office park again. Now he runs with me all the way to my complex. And I tell him that, you know what, please leave me alone. Like, this is so inappropriate. Like, I'm having a peaceful run. I'm having a moment to myself. Do you understand? Like, whether you're running, whether you are, if it's something that you're doing alone, it's a moment. Like, you want it to be sacred. No, this guy continues. He came with like a flower nyana from the garden there, you know, like from the office park garden. He comes with that flower and he says, do you see how serious I am though, you know, like I really like you. And I'm just like, you don't even know me, you can barely even see my face, like I'm wearing like a mask. He does that, whatever he's doing, and then I just run to my place. I just say to him, please leave me alone, I will give you a call and I'm still going to give you a piece of my mind. Fine. So I decide to call him. I was gonna block him anyway, so I decide to call him. And when I call him to say, oh, but let me bake first. I say to him basically that, you know what, I don't appreciate what you did. I really honestly don't appreciate what you did. I kept saying no, and for some odd reason, you kept wanting to just get my number, and I don't get why you feel like that's okay, you know. And I said to him, like, it's so uncalled for, you know. And I said to him, you know what, I appreciate your kindness, you know, I appreciate like how kind you are, and you know how gentle you were, not threatening and stuff like that. And I said to him, but it still doesn't give you the right, to basically come in here and, you know, demand my number, all in the name of, no man, you know what, I'll stop bugging you as long as you just give me your number. Like, but I said no. Like, I said no in the beginning. Like, I don't understand the entitlement, the entitlement. Like, it got to me. Like, I was so annoyed, and I told him where to get up, and I said, you know what, I want you to understand something. You being nice does not mean that I have to tolerate your behavior. Like, it is absolutely uncalled for, you know. It is, look, when someone says no, take it to heart. Be okay, accept rejection. Eba sharp, you know. And that was my stance. Like, that was my thing, you know. And then I said, you know what, also tell your friends, ne? Tell your friends, Hori, no matter how gentle and nice you are, it does not guarantee you my number as a woman. It does not. I appreciate your kindness. We can do with kindness in this world. Guarantee you my number, you know. And he was like, I'm so sorry, you know, I just didn't know, Vele, if, you know, you were just like playing hard to get. And I said, I kept saying no, you know, you were kind, so I returned the kindness. I said no in a kind manner. Or do you want me to be rude? Is that how you will understand my no? Because you came in so gentle, ever so casual, so nice to me. Really, you were not threatening me at all. You were so nice, saying like with smiles and all that, you know. And I said to him, and so I answered you in the same manner. I answered you in the same manner. So am I, when I say no, is it still not a no? And he was like, I'm so sorry, you know, some chicks, you know, play hard to get and stuff like that. And I said, I am not that chick. I am not that chick. You must cut that bad behavior, because you know what? If I was your little sister and a guy was pestering me like that, you'd probably be so pissed off. And he was like, yeah, I'm so sorry, I get it. Hey, I'm so sorry. I won't do it again. I'll talk to my guys, I'll talk to the guys in the future. Also, just let's be aware, guys, you know, we are harassing people out here, and we're thinking just because we're casual it's okay. It's still not okay. It's still not okay. I even told my friend, I said, friend, you know, while we were running, do you remember when we saw like a black like Fortuna Pachero looking like car? And he's like, yes friend, I saw that car so slow, and they waited at the robots there, and I was just like, I just ignored it. And I was like, literally, we're behind you. And she was so shocked. She was like, wow, friend, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. And I said, you know what? It wasn't as bad, because you know what? Thankfully, he was kind. And thankfully, he was somewhat gentle. So he didn't scare me away. But obviously, it still does not make it okay. Like, we're not going to excuse that behavior. It is still wrong. In as much as someone will say no in a nice way, it does not give you the right to want to continue. It's just uncalled for. Kiman, this guy, I blocked him afterwards, obviously, but I just hope that, you know, he learned. And obviously, I'm not saying that give people your numbers, you know, for the sake of, you know, wanting to give them a piece of your mind. But I'm just saying that I would give them my number for the sake of peace, and I also don't want to die. If you're a woman in South Africa, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I also don't want to die. A similar situation happened to me, but it was late at night, and I had a flat tire, and a taxi driver came to help me, right? And then he helped me, so kind. You know what, ne? So kind, helped me with the wheel. And then at the end, he was like, in fact, I said to him, here's 50 rand, thank you. And he said, no, don't. Can I just have your number? And looking at the time, looking at where we were, I gave him my number. I didn't even think twice. I was like, I'm not even, I quit a strike, especially because it's a taxi driver. Like, I just am going to give him my number. And that's exactly what I did. And you know, he called to say, hey, it's me, the taxi driver who helped you with your wheel. I just want to check if you made it home safe and stuff like that. And I said, yes, I did. And after that, I blocked him. But would you rather not give him and risk being killed? No, ma'am. So that's exactly what I did. And you know what? I don't regret it. I saw like a thread on Twitter saying that, ladies, do you often give a guy your number because you're genuinely interested, or do you just want them to back off? And the majority of us were saying for them to back off, because you just don't know what they might do. Like with the things that we're seeing, you know, we just don't know what you're capable of. So, and I just feel like it's just a sad reality of women in SA. Just because, you know, you're not threatening me, and like you're not telling me that I'm not beautiful for not giving you a number. How can I be, you know, I'm not all that. Even if you're not threatening me, even if you come in the most gentle, the most kindest, the most purest, you know, intentions, and you come from such a good place, still, I don't owe you my number. It's a little bit frustrating that one does not understand that, damn, I'm being rejected, and that's okay. Let me deal with it like a man. You're able to say, okay, cool, hope to see you around. That for me would be so refreshing to see, because what we're expecting you to say after we say no is, yeah, well, F you. That's what we're really expecting you to say. And we are already ready for the insults, all in the name of saying no. Wow, I don't want to. Leave me alone. you get insulted. It's just mind-blowing. Ultimately, we should be able to teach our little brothers, our little cousins, our male, you know, figures, everyone around us who's male, to say, check, you know what, you just have to stop. Like, we need to be allies. We need to have allies, and we just need to. Another thing that I just wanted to say about this experience is that, you know, in as much as he didn't do anything to me, and he was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't believe that you feel this way. My deepest apologies. Like, I'm sorry if you felt that way. I just thought I was being kind. Feeling harassed is not only physical. You can feel harassed by someone's words when people keep pestering and pestering and pestering. Like, you need to understand that when a person has said no, it's enough. Like, you need to stop and respect that. Take it like a man, take it like a woman, whoever I'm speaking to, and just own it. Own the rejection. And, you know, be able to go tell your friends and say it, and say, wow, guys, I literally got rejected by a girl, like, with her number, and I want to learn to be okay. Like, learn to be okay. And for us, that will actually show strength, because you being able to be humble after that experience and allow it to humble you and not choose pride is a sign of strength, because not everyone can do that. But maybe you could do something different, show us something different. And so I'm just ready. I'm ready for us to move. Ultimately, I just would want to get to a place where people can also understand that, one, no matter how casual you are, no matter how kind you are, your kindness does not buy you a ticket to my number. It's great that you're kind. We expect nothing but kindness. It'll give you a good chance to be a good human, but that's it. Number two would just be that, like, I feel like I was harassed, and I feel like, in as much as he was kind, casual, whatever the case may be, I feel like I said no a lot of times, but he still said, can I please have your number? Can I please? I'm faithful, please. That, I felt like I was, like, emotionally somewhat harassed, verbally harassed, let's call it that. And I feel like we shouldn't have to settle for that. Had one taken that rejection at the first no, it would have been great. I wouldn't have felt harassed, because it would have just been a guy coming to ask for my number and me saying no. That would be the story. But right now, headlines. We have to make headlines and say, I felt like I was harassed because you kept pestering and pestering and pestering. What is it? Is it still just a conversation, a casual conversation that we had? I don't think so. I frankly don't think so. So yeah, I just hope that we get to a better place, and yeah, hopefully I'll do more of these. Yeah, it's just hard to do makeup and chat at the same time. But nonetheless, we tried. This was my first attempt. You can let me know in the comment section what you think. Was it or no? Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and yeah, I'll see you soon.